Hey guys, this is your friend Mainak from Civil Center and I welcome all of you back to our channel and another video on Revit structures. So friends, in today's video we'll show you how to insert the rebars in the beams. So if you are watching this video for the first time, do subscribe to our channel and also check out the playlist on Revit structures which you'll find in our channel, and that you'll find the earlier videos related to this building where we are completing the buildings and we are done up to this portion, that is inserting rebars in our columns and footings and then copying them. So having said that, let's start our video. And we want to insert the rebars or the particular reinforcements in our, let's say, beams. So we'll take this particular arrangement for this. Let's say we'll insert the beams using this arrangement, that is we'll give 2 bars of 10 mm as 2 bars of 12 mm as all through at the top, and 2 bars of 10 mm extra near the supports, and 2 bars of 12 mm all through at the bottom, and 1 bar of 10 mm extra near the supports. So we'll try to achieve that. Let's find out how much we are successful in that. Okay, so now let's start. So we'll insert our rebars here. So first of all, I can select this in the 3D view and just right click on it, and then we have this option of your we have this option of override graphics in view by category, that is I am going for all the beams, and increase the transparency and apply and okay. So it will help us later increase the transparency just to check the particular beams. So as you can see here, here we can do that. And for the next part, that is inserting of the rebars, we'll just go to the level 1 and then go to level 2. So this is our rebars which we have to reinforce. So we'll just show you with the help of a section how to do that. And we'll just have cut a section here. So we'll go to our view option and here a section, and we'll just cut any section from here and right click on it and then go to view. So we have this particular sectional view. As you can see here, you can change this, or you can increase or decrease, that is to include the particular beams which you want. So we can do that. So this is our beams which we want to reinforce. So first of all, this is the view which we are having currently. So right now just go to steel or go to structure, and after going to structure, go click on rebars. So this is the uh, we want 12 mm rebars here. Just select this 13 mm and go to edit type, and then just duplicate this to create a new one. Let's okay, 13 mm we had already used this, so let's go with a different one. Okay, this is selected. Duplicate this, and this time we'll name this as E or 12 mm. So just 12. Okay, and then we'll just change the diameter of this particular bar to 12, and then go to edit and let it calculate the hook lengths accordingly, and then click on OK. So we are selecting a 12 here, and let's see, we have a 10 mm here also as well, so we'll use that. Okay, so first of all, and we have a 8 mm here as well. So first of all, we'll go for the longitudinal bars, and if you are finding the shape of the bar here, it's good. Otherwise we can always go for the sketch bars. So this bar shape can be used for the bottom bars, and let's see any bars which can be used for the top bars as well. So there are no such shapes. So what we can do, we can just select this shape, and we can just place it. So the important thing is that you have to decide the work plane. So the placement, as you can see, this is parallel to cover, and you are kind of selecting this in the work plane which you wanting. So let's press Ctrl plus Z, and near cover reference and far cover reference also it's working, and current work plane it's not working. So we'll go for the near cover reference. So you can just edit the type. So we'll go for 2 bars of 12 mm at the top. So just place it near the cover like this bar, and we are done with this particular bar. And we want to click on escape here, and then select this bar, and then give this fixed number, let's say, and we'll give this 2, and then check out what's happening in the 3D view. So when you go to the 3D view, before going to the 3D view, what you can do so that the bar's visibility is achieved properly, what we can do is we can go back to level 2 or the section 2, select this bar, and uh, just increase the visibility here, and to the 3D view, appears on obscure view as solid, and then click on OK and go in the 3D view here, just to check the rebars here. As you can see, these are the rebars which we are talking about. So these are the rebars. As you can see, these are visible properly here. So we have achieved what we wanted, and then what we need to do is we can go back to our level 2, and here also just select this and right click on this and override graphics in view by category, that is all the beams. Increase the transparency here and click on apply, and then click on OK, and then we'll just do this as fine. So as you can see, this particular reinforcement is visible from here, and these two reinforcement we have selected, and we can now increase this particular dimension, because this is a continuous one, and we want to kind of increase this so that it goes to the very end. This is a continuous beam here, so it will go up to here. So to here it has gone like this to the cover of the footing. Now we'll check this in the 3D view how it's looking. So this is the beam which is looking. If you want a 3D view, you can just select this and right click on this override graphics in view by category, and you can just decrease this also, apply, okay, and just to have an idea of how the beams look like. So, okay. Now this is the beam which reinforcement for the beam which we have made. As you can check here, the reinforcement is properly given here, and as you can see, if you think it's going outside the cover, then also you can adjust a little bit. As you can see, in this case it's going outside the column cover, so for that case you can just select this, and let's just keep it up to this much, that is to the column mark. Now if you just take it in 3D view, we are good now. So now let's this is the particular way in which we want to do this, and if you just go to the level 2 or the section 2, and if you just click this, and if we have an axis for copying, then we can copy this. Let's see whether we can pick an axis for copying this, and if you pick this kind of axis, let's pick this axis for copying this, and I hope we are successful. We'll check this in 3D view, but before that select this, and after selecting this visibility, and change this visibility in 3D view, just open this, and yeah, we are successful in providing 2 bars of 12 mm at the top and 2 bars of 12 mm at the bottom. So 4 bars have been inserted. These are the main bars. So now let's come, main bars have been inserted. Now we can come to the extra bars. So for providing the extra reinforcement, what we can do, we can go to this particular section 1, and we can start providing the extra reinforcement from here. So this is the sections in which we are providing the extra reinforcement. Just extend this particular section just for a better visualization. Now, so here as you can see, this is the fixed end, this is the fixed end, all these are continuous ends. So if you check the drawing, so the extra reinforcements are given the particular spacing from the supports and a particular spacing from the continuous end. So let's take a spacing of 1 meter from the supports, that is from here to here it is 1 meter, let's take, and from the in the continuous end, let's take it at a distance of, since this is 250, so we'll take let's say 2.5 meter and adjust it in between. So let's do this, and the calculations anyway you can do the point 3L and point 2L for the extra bars. So suppose we want to place the extra bars here. We can go to the structure here, and we can just insert the rebars. When you go to rebar, the state rebar we are selecting, and this particular diameter is 10 mm. So we have selected the 10 mm one. Length, so we are not concerned about it right now. So we'll just place it above like this, and when it is placed above, we'll go to the level of that particular beam here, and we'll just, as you can see here also you can place it. So guess we have placed this. So this is the beam which we are talking about, and if you can go to level 2, and we want to actually move that particular beam, so but it's not visible from here. This is the continuous beam. We want to have the extra beam. It is this here. Okay, it is here. So we'll just have 2 bars of this particular view. So we'll just go to this fixed number and give this as a 2 here, and here as you can see the problem is it's moving to the corners because it doesn't know that we have 2 more bars in between. So what we can do is we can just change it to another option, to minimum clear spacing. Let's give the minimum clear spacing as, or else we can just go with the single one, and after going it to the single one, we can simply place the 2 rebars. Let's say copy this from here to, since there is 2 rebars from here to here, so we have this 2 rebars here, and let's check the 3D view how it's looking. So just to check this, we'll go to this particular level here, and then select this option and check whether it is visible in 3D view or not. Just to put this view as a view as solid. Okay, and then in the 3D view we'll have a better look at this. So we have this rebar, so we'll go to this particular level. Once again I think we had mistakenly just selected, just copied this rather. So we'll just select this and copy this from here to here. So now we have 2 levers. Earlier we had moved it, so you can select this 2 and you can use the mouse middle wheel buttons to adjust your particular view. And once you have done that, what you can do is you can select this and you can reduce the size of it. So we want this near the supports. Okay, we'll do both of them at once. That will be better for us. You can use the mouse middle wheel button, and so suppose we are taking it up to this much, and this also will take it up to this much. This is the particular length for near the supports here, and keep this at the same level, both of them. So this is the same level right now. So now, okay, this needs to be shortened from here. Okay, this is done. Now these both bars are at the same level. So like this, it will be at the ends as well. So we'll copy this from let's say this end, or let's say we'll copy this from this end. We can move it later. So this is the end, and here and we can move this. So this is from the ends which we are seeing, and for the particular beams at the supports we'll have another one. Select this and then select this, and then copy this, select multiple here. We'll copy this from here. Let's just achieve particular copy first up to here, and now this has to be extended for the continuous one on both the sides. So we can calculate and provide the length for the continuous beam accordingly. Let's go up to this much, and for here also let's go to little bit more, 0.3 L, which you can see. So this is the 0.3 L which we are giving, and after we have given this both, if there is any adjustment you can do it. After you have given this both, you can select them, and then just click on copy reference point. You can select any reference point and then just place it. So now if you just want to observe them, just select this, or I can just select the entire rebars here, and then go to filter, just select the rebars, and then click on apply, okay, and then in visibility, just to do this, as select these two options, okay, in 3D. Now it will be, we can just simply check them. So as you can see, the extra rebars at the top near the supports, and at the continuous end, as you can see this at the continuous end, this is the continuous end, and after that we can see continuous end, and this is the the ends. So extra rebars at the top which we have provided for the 10 mm bars. Now extra rebars at the bottom we need to provide at the center. So as you can see, the extra rebars at the bottom is provided at this portion, and 1 bar of 10 mm. So 1 bar of 10 mm let's provide here. So we'll just go to this particular level 2, or we'll go to section 2 rather, and we'll start providing our bars. So this particular bar, what we can do, we can copy this from the top to the bottom. We'll just go to this level 2 and select one of the bars here, and we'll just go to the section then, and after this bars has been selected, as you can see here, we'll just use the option of mirror, or we can also copy this from this point to, let's say, this point, and after that we can just move this to the center. So when this move to the center, you can just go to the edit and select these two options, okay, and then just increase the size of it. And when this is selected, you can go to the level 2 and you can change the position here to the center and increase the size as well. So this is the center, and after that you can observe them in the 3D view as well. This is the beam, this is the reinforcement at the center. So when you go to the level 2 once again and click this particular center beam, and after that what you can do is we can copy this, and we can choose any suitable reference point for this copy and select the this as a reference point. So now once this has been done, what we can do is, as you can see here, we have completed a reinforcing this part, and we can just select these entire reinforcement of the particular, let's say we'll select this, you can go to filter, structural rebars will be there, and then click on apply, OK, and then we'll just go to this visibility option. These two options are selected, and then we'll just go to 3D view just to check what is the option available here, and here as you can see we have the particular achieve the particular the reinforcement diagram which you want, that is the extra top, extra bottom, everything which we have achieved. As you can see here, go back to level 2, and then we'll just check if there is any things which need to be changed, we can do that. So this particular reference was a bit, it need to be changed, so we'll just select all the rebars one by one. Just make sure you press control and press this, and control and press this, and then the mouse sorry, not the mouse, keyboard down button, down arrow, just adjust the shape. Now we can check in the 3D model. As you can see, the bottom rebar are also in the proper shape. As you can see, so bottom rebars have been inserted. So now we can copy this reinforcement from one beam to another, but we have complete the reinforcing part of one complete beam as per our structural drawing. So this is the way in which we insert reinforcements in beam. So the remaining part is your stirrups in beam. So let's complete that also. So for the stirrups, let's check what the structural drawing says and what is they are wanting here. So the stirrups, we have stirrups at the rate of 150 center to center at the near the supports, and 175 center at the center. So we can provide stirrups accordingly. So we have this sectional view. We'll just go to the rebar, and for the stirrups we are using 8 mm bars, and we'll select the shape of the stirrup which we want, that is this particular stirrup. So placement will just change perpendicular to cover, and the stirrups are avoided at the intersection of the beams and columns, you know that, and we'll just place this stirrups here. So once the stirrup is placed, we'll just select the stirrup and make this maximum spacing, and maximum spacing of 150 we'll just give. And when we give this maximum spacing of 150, and just you can just select this, and just 150 is at the supports. As you can see, at the supports we have 150, and near the center we have 175. So we have to decide that particular range. So let's decide this particular range up to this much. Let's take a bit further, divide into three parts. You can use construction lines for that, and just take this point of reference and place it here. Okay, we are done here. And the middle portion, what we'll do, we'll just place it here, I think here, and we'll just extend this, and this spacing will do this as 175. You can be precise using construction lines, what are the distances for the center and the exports, but this is the technique which you'll need to follow in that particular case. So this once this has been done, the stirrups of one particular portion, we have done this. So what we'll do, we'll just carefully select this stirrup, and also this using the control button, control plus left click, this one, and after that we need to place stirrups everywhere, avoiding the beam column junctions. So what we'll do is we'll just click on copy, multiple option is selected, constraint option is selected. We'll just take this end and see whether we have any problem in that. So I hope this is done properly. It looks nice, and we'll just continue this right now. So this has been done, and for this also continue this, and so we have done this. Just click on escape, and for making your stirrups visible, just select entire model, and using the filter option, keep only the structural rebars, just eliminate everything else, and click on apply, and then OK. And then in the particular visibility, just change this visibility from to 3D view as solid, and then OK. And when you do this, just open the 3D view, and in the 3D view you have this particular option of you can see this these are the stirrups here. So if you just observe this particular stirrup, these are circular in shape, so you need to change the particular stirrups here, particular rebar shape here. Just select this, and usually the 13M which we had made made for the 8M stirrups here earlier also. Just select this, or better you can just select this stirrup. As you can see, carefully select those stirrup here, and here also, one by one. Let's select all the stirrups. So for the 13mm we were defined earlier, that is for the 8mm. So this will just give that particular property to all the stirrups here. And then simply change this to 13mm. So 13mm is actually 8mm bars, so which we have named it. So just go to 3D view, and right now you can check this in the 3D view. So as you can see, these are the members, and if you want to just view it more properly, you can just rotate the model and view. As you can see, the entire column ranges and the entire beam ranges are done as per the structural drawing, and also the stirrups in the particular beam has been inserted from a particular different at the center, at the ends, and the same is done for the extra bars at the top and the at the bottom. So as you can see how beautifully it is done. So if you want to support us, make sure you subscribe to our channel and share with your friends. That will encourage us to make more videos. That's all for today. Bye bye. Have a nice day.